We are following some breaking news. The man accused of killing his former girlfriend in Oakland has now waived extradition. That means Matthew Darby will remain in South Carolina until a hearing on October the 24th. And then after that, he will be brought back to Pittsburgh. He was arrested early this morning in Myrtle Beach.
This morning, as a result of a concerned citizen contacting authorities after seeing suspicious activity, a violent offender has been arrested and taken off the street. Officers immediately initiated an investigation into the incident and learned that the male was wanted by the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania authorities for murder.
Good evening. Darby's arrest ends a 3-day manhunt. Police had been looking for him since Sunday morning.
And we're also learning more about what happened the night. Police say that he killed the Pitt student, Alina Shaheed. And new at 6, Julie Grant has exclusive information about the protection from abuse order that she had against Darby and what the judge said about him. Julie is joining us live with the story. Julie.
Susan and Stacy, good evening to you both. I have in my hand a copy of the PFA hearing transcript where Alina Shaheed told the court that she didn't think Matthew Darby would ever hurt her. Judge David Spurgeon granted the PFA anyway and warned Shaheed that Darby was a danger to her. After Matthew Darby allegedly broke into her Oakland home, Alina Shaheed went before Judge David Spurgeon to ask for a protection from abuse order. She told the judge in part, "I was asleep at the time. He climbed up the gutter of the house and broke into the second-floor window through the kitchen and then walked into my bedroom. And it was nothing malicious, nothing. He didn't want to harm me. He just wanted to speak to me. I did leave him a few weeks prior to that, and I guess he did not like the fact that I asked him to leave me alone." Judge Spurgeon went on to say, "Tell me if you're afraid." Shaheed said, "I would just like him to leave me alone." The judge explained that's not the purpose of a PFA, saying the purpose of a PFA is to prevent you from being hurt. So tell me if you think he has a possibility of hurting you. Shaheed answered no. It's at this point in the hearing Judge Spurgeon starts expressing his concern, saying, "You don't think he has the possibility of hurting you? He climbed up and broke into your house." Shaheed replied, "I don't think he would lay a hand on me." The judge kept questioning, saying, "Really? Why do you think he came to your house and broke in then? Why don't you think he just knocked on the door?" Shaheed said, "I can see where you're coming from." After a little more dialogue, Judge Spurgeon said, "I'm more worried about your safety than you are. I think he's a danger to you." Shaheed said, "Okay." The judge granted her PFA and ended the proceeding by saying in part, "I hope that you believe that he's a danger to you, because this is not the way normal people react." From the chilling portions of the transcript that you just heard, you can see how the bigger question being raised is one that we may never have the answer to, and that is whether Shaheed believed that Darby was a danger to her. Reporting live outside of Pittsburgh Police Headquarters, I'm Julie Grant, KDKA-TV News.